Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and as you can see, Grimm's already quit the show, and he's back.
He's back. His false alarm.
Such a liar.
I didn't realize which podcast this was.
Maybe he still quit, and it's just that's the comfortable chair, and he wants to have a cigar, and he's just not motivated enough to.
Whoa! You're selling me out.
That's it.
He's like, I'd rather sit here and watch you guys just smoke cigars.
The button to exit is so far away, and like the tobacco's right here.
I run into this problem all the time.
Headphones are already in my ears.
Yeah.
I can leave, but I still can hear you, and it's just not worth it.
It's terrible. All right, so today in the Back Porch Lounge, we are doing a grab bag cigars for you. I am going to do the Mother Clucker by Drunk Chicken Cigars. This Mother Clucker right here.
That's awesome.
How about you, Andy?
Thanks, Robert. I am having the...
Oh, what am I having? I am having the Gurkha Collection Especial because it's just that kind of day, and I hate myself.
Wow, just starting off.
Now.
What
Wait
if you
till
like
like
it?
it before you hate on it.
What if you like it? I'm
It
just
is
excited.
especial.
It's especial.
You
I
don't
like
know,
that
yeah,
one.
until you
know.
like that sucker.
You know, there's the one word that's in English and the other one that's in Spanish. So I mean, like that makes it even more. Yeah, because it's bilingual.
There you go.
We'll get back to you and let you know.
How about you, Grimm? What are you smoking?
I am smoking the DBL Nicaragua. I'm hoping that's the actual name of the cigar because at the bottom at the foot of the spur it says Dominica, the best of the world. And I'm expecting great things because it does say it's the best of the world.
Of
the
the,
best of the
world.
So is the cigar the best of the world, or is it like best of the world to you, kind of like a salutation?
Look, man,
thing?
if something has the best of the world on it and it's not clear, I automatically assume whatever it is attached to is the best of the world.
Okay, so you're about to experience the best of the world cigar.
Yes, and boy howdy, I'm in for it.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. That's all I can say as well. How about you, Zack?
I've got the PCA exclusive Lure Cigars Wahoo.
Wahoo! I don't want to be biased, but I've had that one, and you know what? I'm not going to say it.
I actually heard what you had to say about it, and based on the way it smells right now, unlit, I'm gonna wait and tell you what I think later.
They don't know.
Yeah.
This
Use
is
your
so
descriptive
good.
words.
So, as normally we have Robert ask a question, but he's not here today because he just, I guess, had better things to do than hang out with his buddies. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to I have a question. And
It's got to be better than the one that I'm forming in my head.
Okay. Why am I hosting a, podcast? Yeah, I don't fucking know either. But I had a cigar the other day and I paired it with like a sweet tea and I thought it was awful. Didn't like the cigar. Well, it wasn't like a cigar was awful, but the pairing tastes terrible together. And I'm wondering if I paired that with something else, do you think it could have made it more of a pleasurable experience?
Yeah, you could have used Dr. Pepper.
Let me ask you this:
Well,
how much was the cigar?
I'm unsure. Probably about $13-14.
Do you want to spend $14 to find out, or do you want to move on?
I kind of want to find out because, again,
Well,
it
then
goes
go
back to
spend $14.
So you're saying go test yourself and not ask the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my point is,
The geese are saying go test it yourself because if you can't hear them,
My
they
plan-
certainly.
nice. My plan was, to try something else with it. Like, maybe that was too sweet because the cigar was very, I don't want to say really bitter, but it was, it was kind of like a bitter cigar.
So go polar opposite and do like a harsh whiskey or something like that. Like do something.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Would that be a better pairing for it? I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be a better
Sweet
pairing
tea,
for anything that
pretty
you try the
sweet.
first time around. You don't knock it out the
It's
park the
Southern
first
sweet
time.
tea.
I don't know. That's a hard to
point,
tell question. I mean, you certainly try something else.
I mean, you did identify that it wasn't the cigar itself that was the problem. It was the pairing of the sweet tea. So you shouldn't really shouldn't mind having the cigar again. But like the taste now, and you can say, hey, you said it was bitter. Okay, like a harsh whiskey or something along the lines of that would go with it, or like ballpark. Being weird here, but root beer. Like a bitter root beer,
like a bark or something like that.
I was thinking more like a beer. Maybe try a beer with it.
Yeah.
I can't think of any like that bitter. But then again, I don't really drink other than like hard liquor. I don't really drink it, like beers that are bitter.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's necessarily I want to match the bitterness of the cigar with the bitterness of a drink. I think I want to be able to balance it out a little bit. And I don't think the sweet balanced the bitter out.
Yeah, but I was saying like do the polar opposite just to see like if it's the pairing itself, or if it's maybe it doesn't have a pairing, maybe it has a standalone taste, whatever. I don't know.
I think beer would be a good option, and not knowing exactly about the cigar, but potentially I know this wouldn't work for you, but it might work for someone else. Maybe wine, like a drier kind of wine that's not super sweet, since you said sweet tea didn't pair well with it. Something that's not sweet but rich in flavor, or coffee, or bourbon.
No, I mean bourbon would probably be a good pair for it. Coffee would probably be a good pair for it too. But I would say like a coffee with creamer to mellow it out, because again, I don't want to do the bitter on bitter. I don't think that'll.
As long as it's not a sweet one.
Yeah.
Because we know sweet doesn't work.
Yeah, it's true. True. Well, that's all I had.
Well, okay.
Do we want to start talking about
that
these
was fun.
cigars?
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, we're still smoking cigarettes.
I have bored everybody thoroughly. Awesome.
You said
We
we
all
were
just want to
done.
know. You want to know how I feel about this Gurkha? Come on now.
Yeah, sure.
I do
So
wanna know
first
you.
light up of the Drunk Chicken Mother Clucker.
Is that
I like it.
is that the one that Desiree gave us at PCA, or is that?
This is the PCA.
So that's
cigar.
the Maduro Mother Clucker, right?
This is the
That is
Maduro
the
Mother
Maduro Mother
Clucker.
Clucker.
Yeah, that Mother Clucker's new.
Mother Clucker.
And that mother. I'm going to interrupt Gibbs's statements here. Going, it's fucking delicious.
I haven't had mine yet.
I had mine. I
It's,
had mine the other night when while they were meeting, while these fuckers were meeting Desiree and making us jealous, Zack, and I was on another call for something else. That's what I.
Mike, it's only
I got the
3
Mother
hours
Clucker.
away.
I
Desiree's super
did
cool.
marketing
Shout out to
for Desiree. I gave her taglines after I smoked her DCO.
I just realized we interrupted you, Gibbs. You were going to
I'm
talk
sorry,
about the cigar.
I kind of sorry for interrupting. Not sorry for interrupting.
I didn't care.
No, you're right. It's fucking delicious. How about you, Andy?
So I cut the cigar with a V cut and immediately hated it because I got 3/4 of the way through and just didn't really want to cut, real well. So fuck it. We now have a straight cut. So, we're already, first puffs because it's a Connecticut. That's all I know about it. Because I didn't go look at, what's in it. And I got this. So I got this this is an event cigar from before PCA or right after PCA. And so it's been sitting in the humidor for a couple of 3 weeks, month. I don't know. I have nothing negative or positive to say at this point. Ask me later.
Okay. That's fair enough. How about you, Grimm?
I confused right now because it's a little sweet. It's a little I don't know. It's hitting kind of hard and not in like a full body way. Like it's just very boisterous in its taste, and I can't identify it yet. So come back to me on that. But as of right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying it in a negative fashion. I just don't know how to describe it yet.
That makes sense. How about you, Zach?
Well, the Lure Wahoo, so far so good. I'm getting Wahoo! Some cocoa, kind of bittersweet chocolate in it, which is something that it smells like to me. And super good. A little bit of black pepper and some other stuff that I haven't quite identified yet, but liking the way it's going so far.
Very nice. So I guess since y'all brought it up, we did have a little sit down with Desiree the other day.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. I mean, it was one of those experiences in the lounges that you want to experience every time you go, right? Everybody was in the conversation. Then whenever, somebody had to step away, people would talk to each other. It was a really good experience. And we were all sharing stories and all talking about things that are going on. It was a pretty awesome time. And for Desiree to take time out of her schedule to do that and come down and actually see us, that was just pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I believe the shop we were at.
I'm jealous that it wasn't local for me.
Right?
But yeah, it was an experience. I really enjoyed talking to her. It was like hanging out with a buddy. 100%.
Yeah, she's super cool.
She is super cool, super laid back.
She's been super cool every time we run into her or, just met her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And had her on the show. And
she liked my my review of the DCO, so I was pretty proud of that. I peacocked a little bit as I was doing 65 down the road. It was good.
It was really cool that it was interesting to see how she was working with Tim and everything. It's like, she brought in some cigars for us to smoke, but she made sure it was cool with Tim that she brought him into the shop to give it to us. And then a couple of other guys joined us later. She made sure it was cool with Tim that, she could give some to them too. So it was like really respectful, really cool. I was like, that's the way you should be in a lounge.
especially if you're cold turkey. You're cold calling.
Right.
I don't mean cold turkey, but cold calling
Cold
like
call.
that. And then you said she did an event there the next day?
No, I guess I just misread her post. She had a post out saying that she was going to be there. No, she's not having an event there.
I thought she was having an event too, actually, now that I think about it. I forgot about that.
According to her, she's not having an event there. I guess she's doing like a tour of different
Shops.
lounges. Yeah, different lounges, and basically just saying, hey, if you want to come hang out with me, I'm going to be here.
Nice.
I should have gotten an itinerary. I could probably do the groupie thing, people used to do for Led Zeppelin or Kiss or whatever back in the day, where I just show up.
Hey, do you need me to carry your? Do you need me to carry something?
I totally do it.
Help my baby. You never know.
You never know. That's awesome though. I'm glad you guys had time to go or had the opportunity to go hang out with Desiree. She is awesome.
She is awesome. She's got good cigars. She's a great person. Support her any way you can, really.
Trying to figure out what's in my cigar.
What about your
Anger and
cigar?
hate. Anger and hate's what I taste in mine. So, good luck.
When you tried to do the D-cut, a little demon escaped.
Always a not cracking that joke.
You could crack it and then just edit it out. I mean, you have that power. We could have the laugh.
You do have that power. We can have the laugh.
we could have the laugh, and you could have the satisfaction of knowing that nobody's ever going to hear it other than the three of us. Come on, buddy.
Gurkha's that noise you make after you smoke the cigar.
Gurkha. To think I've got one more in there.
I haven't found. Oh, this looks like it's got. No, that's not the full list of tobaccos. This is apparently a kingfish on the label here. And
That's cool.
I think if I'm reading this correctly, Wahoo is like a Hawaiian or name for the kingfish, maybe.
Learned something new today. I did. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a tasty cigar. Doesn't taste fishy at all.
Tasty fish.
It does not taste like trout.
I need to order more of his cigars, man. I owe the dude.
Yeah. I've got a couple in the humidor. I got a couple. I got a Lancero. And can't remember what it's like. One of the catch and release you did. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks cool.
I don't think I had a Lancero by him. I would like a Lancero by him.
You like a Lancero by anybody.
Pretty much.
By most
True
anybody.
story. Mostly anybody.
They are like a special thing. They're not, there's not as many options for a Lancero, and often when you get a Lancero, it's like a special blend that's kind of geared towards it, I think. I mean, it has to be, obviously, otherwise it won't smoke properly. And it
Like I
affects
could
the way
see
the
this in a Lancero, and I would enjoy the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we
Because I guess the wrapper ratio is higher. You have more wrapper to filler.
all kinds of
binder.
wrapper.
Yeah.
I mean, it
What were you
pencil
saying?
thin and 7 or 8 inches, 7 inches long. It's a lot of wrapper.
I've had
Found
2
a,
Lanceros recently. Go ahead, Graham.
I found a online site that had a couple boxes, or not boxes. They were like those were like 4-packs. The last cast. I'm gonna try and buy those.
That's a good cigar.
Nice.
Soon. Yeah, it was special for me, and I got to tell him the story of the why and everything else like that. PCA, and he was very gracious about it. So like I feel like you know what, dude, I'm gonna keep supporting him until I run out of tobacco to put in my face.
Put some tobacco in your face, son. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Having a bad day? Put some tobacco in your face.
Or try a lemon drop.
Or let me drop.
Woman, bring me some moonshine.
Oh, yeah, I've got beer. I've been neglecting my beer.
True. I also have brought beer to this party, but it's like hot out here, and I hate when my beer gets hot. I mean,
So you poured it on ice?
I didn't put it on ice. I put it in a device that will keep it colder, but big ass can, that shit.
How many
full
ounces is that can? Is it 32?
Fuck, I don't even know. Hold on.
Or 24, maybe?
Nope.
I'm gonna say 24.
25.4.
25.4.
I was
There you go.
close.
And they were 2 for $4.
So you could get 50 ounces of pure Australian beer for $4.
$4.
Well, you sure it
Do
wasn't
you think
regular
if you would have
price,
bought both of them,
$4?
But it's actually made here in the U.S. That's the funny thing.
do you think?
Yeah,
if
because
you
it's
would've-
way cheaper to make the beer here than to deal with import
Importing that
taxes and
shit?
tariffs and
Yeah,
from
right.
and transportation from Australia. That alone
Mm-hmm.
would be significant.
So it's actually made all here, but founded in Australia. But it's good beer. First one I ever had one was at Epcot, and since then I've enjoyed it.
I'm drinking a Modelo Especial, which is beer I always forget how much I like. It's not fancy. It's just good.
I'm having a Code Red by Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew? Hell
Yep.
yeah! Visit them college days.
Funny you should say that. Because we just took
I mean,
Lucas
everybody-
to Northwestern State and dropped him
Do
off
what
for the
now?
week.
Oh, right. He's doing like a camp thing, though, right?
Yeah,
Not
he's
going
doing
to
a wind ensemble camp for the week. So it's not like I mean,
He's
I
gonna get
have,
hooked to that Code
apparently
Red,
I
bro.
have to go back in. Yeah, okay.
Can you just have him mailed back? I mean, they could. You could just
You
put
think
him
they'll
in a
do it?
box.
Can they just send me back the oboe? I mean, I can
Oh,
make
there
money
you
off that.
Hey man, he's got kidneys.
It does. And halfway functioning eyeballs.
Hey, aren't you made of meat?
Right. The
Good night, folks. We're gonna see y'all never again because we just got canceled for child, fucking butchering. Or some
well,
shit.
the other part of that is, we stopped at the French Market, and Natchitoches meat pies almost outweigh the podcast. You'd say.
Actually, surprised that you showed up, to be honest, because Natchitoches meat pies are pretty amazing.
Yeah, they
Tell me
are.
about the Natchitoches meat pies. What kind of meat pies do you have?
I got the regular, ground beef meat pies this time, with the ground pork in them. But the French Market, located right off the Natchitoches exit, has a variety of Cajun flavors for you to try. In their meat pie
Cajun
section,
delicacies of the bayou.
That's right. Because I forget every time I go down there. God damn it! I keep meaning to take a freezer bag so I can pick up some pork and alligator boudin.
Some of that boudin.
Some of that pork and alligator boudin. Kristen's like, I don't want no alligator. I'm like, all right, we getting the alligator. But I
I'm
don't
not gonna
care.
crack the joke.
I'm sure that your Cajun accent is spot on.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Not offensive to anybody at all.
But they have a spicy meat pie and they have a crawfish meat pie. But the regular ones were ready and already hot, so didn't want to wait 20 minutes for for them to deep fry the rest of, I ain't got that kind of time.
So I
do
got
like crawfish meat pie. Sorry. Go ahead, Gibs.
God, yes, a crawfish meat pie. Fuck yeah, put that in my face any day of the week.
Okay.
All right, so we talked about it with Gaz a little bit. The generational ban on cigar smoking.
But
You're
in
the one that
England?
they're trying to pass in New York.
England. Now they're trying to
Oh,
pass it
I hadn't
in
heard
New
about
York.
New York.
Well, you know,
'Cause-
the New York is full of them. They're liberals, and we can't change their mind about nothing. Let them go without cigars.
Well, I mean,
Here's the
they're
problem with
saying. Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
If it passes in New York, they're really going to try to pass it in a lot of other major cities.
Then they're going to try to pass it federally.
Somebody's going to try and,
I think for the most part, prohibition was like a not great idea, personally. But what do I know?
didn't work too well for alcohol, did it?
But they're trying to say that it for future. They're trying to take it away for future generation, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you're taking somebody's freedom to do something away from them.
But it's okay.
That's essentially what you're doing.
Let's declassify or downgrade weed in its classification, potentially making it clearing a path to make it legal.
Well, here's the downfall
Yes.
with weed. If you're gonna go, I'm gonna play devil's advocate because if you're gonna
Okay.
go that route, smoking weed does have health issues to go along with it because of the carcinogens and stuff in it can cause health problems. Okay, smoking it just like cigarettes, there's problems, but there's also health benefits for marijuana that outweigh the bad things associated with marijuana.
Are we talking
Because it
strictly?
could be used
Are we
as-
talking strictly smoking, or are we including gummies and all the other stuff?
Well, okay, all right. If we're going to keep it strictly smoking, it helps, especially in cancer patients. It helps with the appetite and things like that.
Yeah,
Um,
Parkinson's and
It helps with
Oh,
Parkinson's.
a variety of nerve conditions, I think, associated with that.
Right.
So I just Googled this, and an AI told me that cannabis is legal for New Yorkers over the age of 21, which I find fascinating that they're going after cigars. Or is it a smoking ban in general?
Smoking, I think it's a general smoking ban, but it's definitely got
I
to
think it's
focus
general
on
smoking.
tobacco.
I feel like that's just going to make people order stuff online or go across the border.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like how it was in the 80s. Like, they were literally trafficking cigarettes into New York because you could get it cheaper across the border in another state on a less expensive tax and bringing it in. Well, they're just going to do the same damn thing. They're just going to get it somewhere else and bring it in.
That sounds wildly like, I don't know, speakeasies and rum running and moonshining and it kind of, to me, it reminds me of the, you have to be 18 to enlist, right? You're old enough at that point. You're old enough to smoke. You're old enough to enlist. You're not old enough to drink.
But you're not old enough to smoke now. You got to be 21 to smoke.
Not old enough to smoke. Depending on but still, these kids are out there smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey in the sandbox, regardless of what age they are. If depending on what operational rules say.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's ridiculous. I don't understand why they're wanting to kill all smoking. I mean, okay, so you're saying it's detrimental to people's health, they need to stop. Why are you making that decision for them?
Yeah, I don't like anytime a group tries to make a decision for somebody that's not hurting anybody but themselves.
I don't know. My
That's
heart
the
rate
thing
doesn't
I
go up
struggle
when I smoke. So, and generally it comes back to, usually it comes down during cigar time. So,
Exactly.
I feel like there's health
So it's
benefits
like-
there.
But the abuser of a substance is who, I guess they're trying to punish. But
Sure.
there's also thousands of people who don't abuse it that are being punished as well. So it's
I like the only way that I see a useful. I don't agree with smoking bans. Period. I don't really care if it's cigarettes, cigars, marijuana, meth, whatever. Smoke what the hell you want. It's your body. You want to put in it what you want. When it comes,
I have been
a lot
hearing some
like-
recent bad news about meth. Just putting that out
yeah.
is it recent?
yeah. some recent
Okay,
bad
good.
news about that.
Okay.
It's apparently
Could be a
banned.
problem. Could be a problem.
Could be pro.
Okay,
But it's
fine,
already illegal,
tobacco.
so-
It's already illegal, right? So let's talk about things that are legal. Most places, to some extent, marijuana. All places, tobacco, right? I mean, it's not banned. It's not banned nationally. To me, it goes back to look at what the CRA, the cigar rights, the PCA, and some of the folks, those groups that lobby heavily for our cigar smoking benefits. If you want to ban something, go ban cigarettes. They have so many more additives. They're horrible. They're hard. Yes, they are straight up horrible for you. Let's go through the list of toxins and shit that are in cigarettes. It's not the same shit that's in what we smoke on this show any day of the week.
Mostly on Sundays, though. Just FYI for those keeping track at home.
For those keeping track at home, call me any day of the week. I'm probably smoking a cigar.
No, I mean that's when we were recording.
Yeah, that too.
But again, it's kind of like government overreach. Why are they saying, okay, this is not good for you, we're going to take it away?
Are they going to take booze away too? Because booze is bad for you.
We saw what that's what I'm saying. We saw what happened with that.
I blame the bartender.
You blame the bartender.
Yeah, the rep.
Bartenders are pushers, man.
AOC is a bartender.
He got
He is a
political.
pusher.
I wasn't going there.
I always I always tend to think that smoking bans or bans in general of any kind coming from, is a political move.
For there's some gain in it.
Yeah, there's a political move that may or may not last the length of whoever's term is trying to implement it.
Right.
Because we've seen successful generational smoking bans in smaller municipalities, not just like New York, but smaller city level or county level, or in our case, parish level. But they generally tend to end up getting overturned somewhere along the way because the people tend to go, wait, I thought I was going to get, why can't I pick up my pack of cigarettes? And it's lost tax revenue. So it's political.
I for the other side a little bit. I do see people who are supporting a particular politician, pushing them to do a thing that may or may not make sense, may not even be constitutional, and them attempting to do that thing as a show that they're doing what they were asked. And I get that, but it's theatric. It seems theatric to me.
Yeah. And now you know why I have problems with politics. It's theatrics.
Yeah. Which is whatever.
It's a show of we're trying to do. We're doing something, but you got to think
Do
about
something useful.
why. Yeah, do something useful.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we at in our cigars?
Maybe
About the fourth level of hell.
Jeez,
whoa.
you've been smoking yours a lot.
It's
We got
really
3
good.
more to go, bud. I'm about halfway.
How many levels of hell are there?
So it's 7.
So it's 7, right? Okay.
Dante said there
All
were
right.
7.
Dante's probably right.
He's an
That's
expert.
what we're going off of. We're going off Dante. All right. So I'm enjoying this cigar. It's relaxing me. Has a great taste. I've had to touch it up a couple of times, but overall, it's got a good smoke to it. I love the taste of it. I'm enjoying it so far. So how about you, Andy?
When you're done wrapping Christmas presents and all you have left is the cardboard tube. You ever smell the cardboard tube?
Uh-huh.
So what this tastes like?
Tastes like a cardboard tube.
That's interesting.
So you're saying it's not to your taste?
I mean, unless some miracle happens in the last half, to me right now, it's got nil flavor. And I mean, the construction's okay, which may be the only thing that keeps it from getting a 1. The band was
dang.
pretty, but
They do some good marketing.
they do have good marketing. I did not get a Bowie knife,
Oh.
so fuck the marketing.
Well, you really want a kukri, right? Because the Gurkhas, that's their knife.
I mean, smoking it because I brought it out here and I promised I'd smoke it on the show.
Okay. There you go. How about you, Grimm?
It's pretty good.
Is
Strong
it
words.
the world's
Strong
greatest?
I don't know that I would call it the greatest.
Okay, I was just curious. Those are bold statements.
It still holds its flavor, which is good. It has not increased in intensity, which I was kind of hoping it would do at the halfway mark, or maybe a little bit further. But I mean, all in all, it's good. It's pretty good. I think the only negative thing I have on it so far is super light. It's a packed cigar.
All right. How about you, Zach?
It was pretty solid. The flavors have not changed significantly that I've picked up on. I'm getting a little coffee in there and some earth on top of the cocoa and black pepper that I got before. But the flavors are as the cigar is smoked, it's gotten, they're meshed together better, and it's more like, complementary of each other and less individual, but just a general pleasant flavor. So I'm digging it. I do have one construction issue, but this is a issue that I often have with torpedo cigars, and that is that it is unwrapping just a little bit, but just giving it a little twist as I smoke it, it all holds together fine. The rest of it's fine, and I wouldn't count it down for that. That's a small thing.
So let me ask you this: since it is a torpedo shape, is it twisting because you're sitting there playing with it like a nipple, or is it just unraveling?
The wrapper is coming undone a little bit.
Okay, all right.
And I'm twisting it.
I mean,
a little bit.
You could be twisting it the wrong way, buddy, and it's not enjoying it, and therefore it's kind of
twisting it. In this case, counterclockwise to keep it wrapped.
Okay.
Do you know what would fix that? Would be a nipple clamp.
I'll take your word for that.
It would help.
Maintaining the story. Fucking cigar.
Well, I do have some good news though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did we win the lottery?
15% on your car insurance.
None of that. But I took the big Boveda pack that I have.
The big one.
The big one.
El Grande.
That Boveda, the big one that Boveda graciously gave us. And I threw it in my big humidor and took as I had 3 separate beaded humidification systems in there. Took all those out, and that one Boveda pack's taking care of the whole thing.
That's a pretty good size humidor.
Yeah. But it's taking care of it. It's keeping it exactly as it should be. And I was really impressed.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, folks. Boveda, whichever.
Boveda.
Whatever Carlos Fuente said, that's what we're going to go with.
He's a pro.
Boveda.
Hey, is that commercial going to be at the beginning of this episode? I'm sorry. We don't preface that we love our peoples. We put them at the very end.
No. Not to get too technical, it fucks with the thumbnail. I don't want to do that.
That's valid.
The thumbnail would be us 2 schmucks instead of, our pretty picture.
So you're embarrassing me?
Oh.
Or myself. You can't discount self-hatred.
Baby, you're beautiful.
Checks in the mail.
Wait, from Ben or from Boveda?
Gibbs.
Yeah, most likely me.
Most likely to send a check would be Gibbs.
I don't know. I've been promoting. You know what? Never mind. No. It's fine.
You got free stuff.
No, he can get free shit. He's got to work for that.
And I have written
Can't go that route.
and executively produced and starred in episodes or commercials. So, I have done my bid for King and Country. I am a 00 now.
Hey, is that on Game Pass?
She works hard for the money. So
Nice try.
hard for the money.
Nice try.
Today, Satan.
Had to give it a shot.
When I checked my my humidors earlier, the Boveda packs were rock solid on the humidity also.
That's not.
They weren't solid as a
they're
rock.
solid.
They were rock.
No. They were.
Wait, what?
What?
So confused.
But they gave up.
Fucking I'm out. What you drinking, Grimm? Crumbles?
Woodruff Reserve.
Sounds horrible.
It sounds horrible. Seriously, we need sponsors. And we could reach out to Woodruff, but now they're going to look at this episode and be like, you know what? Andy's a dick.
No, we
That's
can reach out
possible.
before this
No,
episode. It's fine.
Do what?
I would be super stoked if we could get Woodruff as a sponsor.
Right?
That would be
Zach, I love you. Reach out.
Yeah.
I got a form
we
email
can
you
always
want it.
post it as, hey, a pairing of today is going to be Woodruff in this cigar.
I'll
Well, it's
pair
a-
with
it-
Woodruff
it's
every
a-
time.
It's a good bourbon to pair with a cigar, I think, because it's balanced. It's not overly sweet, so it's kind of doesn't dominate your cigar. It's a lower proof, so
It can dominate
part
me all at
doesn't-
once.
Yeah, okay.
And what? Don't kink shame, you
Wait,
son of a
what?
bitch. Don't yuck
Oh,
my
no,
yum.
we don't shame. No, we don't
no, it's
shame.
not shame.
No shame at all.
Affirmation.
We don't shame whatsoever. But let me ask you this. How do you get the burn and stop burning on your balls?
There's a cream for that. And you got to hit it with the comb. And then prayer. Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of prayer.
Prayer.
Gibs, do you have something you want to talk about?
I mean, we were
Jesus, let
talking
this
about
in.
Woodruff, and don't shame it. Never mind.
Did
I
I
think
shame?
my
I
Dip your
gave you
balls
balls in
advice.
the wood. Did you dip? Yeah, ice may help that. Did you dip your balls in the Woodruff again?
Maybe.
This is getting off track, gentlemen.
We're not getting sponsored now. I'm just saying.
They're like,
There's a track.
everybody's like, we're done. Yeah.
All right.
You're
How do
welcome.
we feel about Bullet? Everybody else? Yeah, this is
I
why
like
me and
Bullet.
Gibbs are friends. You get some.
No,
I like
I
Bullet
love
too.
Bullet.
I do too. I'm saying like, this is fun. I'm sure though if they saw how we talked just 2 minutes ago, they'd be like, you know what? No. No.
That's all getting cut out. I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
This is like the funny part of the episode. Why you cutting it out?
This was a couple of years ago that I had it, but Bullet made a single malt, American single malt. So instead of it being like a 51% corn, mash bill, it was like barley, like Scotch, and it's quite good. I was impressed with that.
There's a guy that I'm following online. I'll talk to him one day.
That's stalkerish.
And I'm sorry, I don't remember your name at the moment. But he's out of Kentucky, and he makes a blue corn whiskey.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm extremely interested in seeing what that tastes like.
there's a distillery out of, I want to say Missouri, that called Wood Hat, and I really want to try some of their stuff. They like get local farmers to grow specific corn for them to make their whiskeys, and a lot of them are like blue or multicolored, corn. That's like food grade. A lot of corn that is used in whiskey is not always like the best corn, because the best corn is more expensive.
Which makes sense.
It sounded interesting.
So is the corn you're talking about like the low corn is Twisted Transistor and the top is like Freak on a Leash, or like what are we talking about?
It's mostly Freak on a Leash, I think.
Good. Because I would like to
Does that count? I don't know if
Does
that
that
counts.
count? Yeah, that feels like bait.
It doesn't feel like I sang the lyrics. I just acknowledged.
You just acknowledge it's not. It doesn't. I'm not taking points for that. Even if they're up, I'm not taking points.
I was thinking it's more like Got the Life,
Got the Life is not better than Freak on a Leash.
but it's in the
Although it
middle.
should be.
What I was saying.
That's the middle one. Yeah. I guess I could have said.
Shit.
Is it Twisted Transistor at the bottom or like Adidas at the top?
It's more like Adidas.
More like Adidas. Yeah. Okay.
All day.
So teenage Zack went to a couple of Korn concerts, and that was a fun experience.
They were good times.
Yeah, they put on a good show, and like, yeah, it's a good time. High energy.
I won tickets off of 99X to go see Korn and like do a meet and greet and everything else like that. And they basically like,
That's cool.
they're like, you can get one item signed. You're basically going down a table and then that's it. And I was like, all right, cool. And I'm like talking to my buddy that went with me. And I turned in front of me, I'm like, holy fuck, you're Jonathan Davis. And he's like, yes, I am. And I was like,
You are correct, sir.
you are correct, sir. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, hey, I love your music, blah, blah, blah. I get down like 3 or 4 of them, and I hear a commotion behind me, and it's my buddy who had just insulted Fury, the bassist. And all I hear is, "We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans, man," and like really tearing into him. And I look, and I think it was Head when I was talking, when I was like, he was like, "Dude, if it happens, don't get in."
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, I gotta support my buddy." He was like, Just don't. Just don't do it."
Then your buddy punched corn.
Well, I mean, we got 100 rounds and got out of there, but I don't think. I think we were on like basically one of those like cork board,
Yeah.
You're not allowed to
you're-
enter.
You're blacklisted from corn
Yeah.
concerts.
Yeah. I still went, but I was not meeting them anytime soon.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
It's a good life lesson.
It's a powerful word to live by, or words to live by.
I did ask the last person on the table was David, their drummer, and I was like, "How's the Calvin Klein thing going?" And he was like, "It's awesome." And I was like, "You make a lot of money?" He was like, "Metric fuck ton." I was like, "Good for you, buddy."
Metric.
I don't know if you knew this, but he was a model for Calvin. He did the entire like underwear Calvin Klein. I actually talked about Kevin Smith the other day, and it made me sad because I realized how much I don't like him at this point.
I'm a little disappointed in his later works than I am with his starting works, but I don't hate the guy. He's still Kevin Smith.
He's a ambassador to the comic book industry.
Yeah.
He's a really poor one.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So part of the conversation that came up about Kevin Smith was the fact that he had I was hopeful that a new Batman series called Hush 2 would basically be canceled after this because there's supposed to be a Hush 3 to like basically continue the storyline. And my friend was like, "Will they actually do that?" And I was like, A, it's terrible, and B, they've done it before. And I referenced Kevin Smith's Whiting Gyre because he had a Batman series that was a six-issue series that was pretty rough. Like, I enjoyed it because I was a Kevin Smith fan at the time, and I still kind of do. But the ending of that half of the the story was so epically bad, so terrible that they canceled the continuation. Mostly
Wait,
because
are you
Huh?
talking about the reason why people hated Kevin Smith with Batman because he made him pee in his suit a little bit?
you Google it, that's what everybody hates because he
That's it?
had Batman tell a story that his bladder quivered from a backdraft or some shit. And,
It wasn't a backdraft.
he
It was an explosion.
Okay, I said or something, but his bladder quivered and he peed his bat suit, and everybody was like, "Yep, that's not Batman. He doesn't do that." My breaking point was, if you're going to be an ambassador to the comic industry, you should meld in with the comic industry. And really, like, I went to MegaCon in 2023 or 2024, and I was excited. I had a couple of the issues with me of his previous one, Batman Cacophony. And I was excited to get him signed. And then, like, he was charging $80 an autograph. And I was like,
Jesus.
yeah, you built your empire on being the little guy, like the little guy that succeeded, the little guy that made it, the little guy that told the great story and everything else like that. And now you've kind of gone back on that, because he did it with the other movies that he's done recently. He's catching out with the same stories. He told the same story 3 times in 3 different. He told it in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and then a third time with Hit Girl Goes to Hollywood or something like that, where basically all 3 title characters find out that there's a movie being made about them, and they go to Hollywood to stop it. If you have 12 writing credits to your name and 3 from the exact same story, that's not a good one.
Well, Kevin, if you ever get wind of this, I still like you.
I think
Time to
he's a
lost
fine
on your
enough
later
human
work.
being. I just don't like his writing anymore.
Okay, well, that's fair. I'm just saying, I'm not going to say I hate Kevin Smith because he did give us a lot of stuff that I enjoy. And, he took a different direction. I didn't like the direction he took. That's okay. It's not for me, Maybe it's for somebody else. It's evidently working for him because he's still around.
There's a part of me
cigars.
that's like,
Some are not for me.
there's a part of me that, like, if I ever publish a book, I get a message from him and was like, "Hey, you remember that time you ripped me on your podcast?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And he'd be like, "Your book sucks, bro. Right, good, motherfucker."
Like, if I could only go back and change the jacket now, Kevin Smith, the book sucks, bro.
I still get top billing.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I'm getting to the sad part of my cigar.
Not quite there yet,
Okay.
but I'm pretty close.
All right, so the Mother Clucker Maduro by Drunk Chicken Cigars. It's a great smoke. I think I enjoyed it more than the original Mother Clucker. I really do. It's got a full body taste to it. Definitely a full cigar. I like it. The smoke output on it is great. I did have to touch it up a couple of times. And this cigar has been sitting in my humidor, so it had time to. So I did have to knock it down for that just a little bit. Other than that, flavor, construction, all the above, it's fantastic. I want another one right now. I literally want to light up another one right now. So if it wasn't for the construction issue, it'd have to be a 5, but it's going to be a 4.8. And that's leaf color approved. How about you, Andy? You got a stellar cigar there. You got it. Going to rate it highly.
Well, I'd say we're getting to the sad part of my cigar, but the whole thing's been sad. Oh. Look, I'm sorry. You know, I have to preface this cigar and the overall review of my cigar throughout the episode. And I probably should have said this to start with. So I don't really have a good spot in my heart. Burned too many times.
And to be fair,
over the year.
Most of us don't.
Yeah, to be fair, most of the guys on the podcast don't.
Wait, which one of us does?
Well,
I've
I
had
can't speak
some,
for Robert because I don't know that Robert smoked one that was good. I don't know if Robert smoked
I
I'll
think
you smoked.
About 50-50 for me.
I've had one and can't identify it because it was, I guess it was like a test cigar or whatever. Yeah. Basically, the wrapper when we did the Atlanta Southern like a decade ago, it had like a lot number and all this other stuff, and it was talking about how the cigar was made and all this other stuff, but it wasn't like a normal wrapper. Like we didn't have a lot. It just said Gurkha, you know, like. And that one I enjoyed, but I've had a half dozen Gurkha cigars and not found anything like it.
Yeah, most Gurkhas I've had in the last probably 10 years of just no. So in review of this cigar, it's been really one-dimensional. I give it credit. Construction's been great. I haven't had to touch a damn thing up. Really surprised. Smoke input and output's been spot on kind of the whole time. Very one-dimensional flavor-wise. Doesn't taste like a whole bunch of anything. Retro included. Just, I mean, eh. And that's not a Grimm, meh. That's a, ooh. Salt has more salt, you know, kosher salt has more flavor. It started getting hot about halfway through. It's still burning a little hot, and I'm not sitting here just puffing and puffing and puffing. Just not hitting it for me. I'd blame it on the Code Red, but I love Code Red too much to blame it on Code Red. Putting it all on the cigar. So that being said, I'm going to give it a 1.25.
Oh, wow.
The lowest in scores that we've ever done.
That's the lowest in scores we've ever done. So that would be a not to your taste cigar.
It is
I
not.
think we need to come up with a bracket for that.
Yeah, that's a not to
Like
your
a
taste.
disaster piece or something like that.
I might cut the grass with this, but probably not.
Wow. Wouldn't even put it in yard guard territory.
No, I've smoked the last cast because, you know, when we got them, we got a few of them. I'd smoked one of the extras last cast, cutting the grass, and enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than I think I would have enjoyed this. I'd have been pissed off if I'd have smoked, you know, cut the grass.
Wait. You just compared that to a last cast. Last cast is
Last
fantastic.
guy's pretty good cigar.
Last cast fucking fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
And if anybody has any extras, I'm willing to put money down on it.
Yeah, I'm talking about like New Cubans or a factory smoke.
I'd go that
as a
route
yard
before
guard,
I went
not
this.
a last cast.
It's a boy.
Okay, there we go. That makes me feel better because I don't want you putting last cast anywhere near that travesty that you're smoking right now.
I'll take you out for Lou for that. That's how much
I'm sorry, Lou. I love you, and your cigars are fucking
Exactly.
delicious. We've already covered
There
this.
you-
That's right.
All right. How about you, Grimm?
No pressure, Zach.
Okay, so I'm going to say this was fantastic. I will say that it is not the normal kind of fantasy. I want to preface it with it. It stayed solid the entire way through. The flavor was consistent. The smoke output was consistent. It didn't increase any. It was just solid all the way through. And at first, I was kind of like expecting it to go up, and I was almost disappointed that it didn't. And then I was like, you know what? Really, honestly, like, I like where it's at. You know, I like what it's giving me. You know, I feel like the DBL Nicaragua was a fantastic cigar, and I'm prefacing that because I feel like I didn't talk as positively about it originally as I should have, because it started slow. It started with a good solid taste, but it was just, I don't know, it was solid, but I was expecting something grandiose from the fact that it said it was the best in the world, or whatever. Was that the best in the world? I don't see
World's
my
best.
rep win.
World's best.
Yeah, but the point being is, I got through the cigar. And at the halfway mark, I said that it had an increased intensity. I was hoping it was more. It did not pick up. It stayed consistent. And at first, I was like, man, I don't know if I like that as much. And then I thought about it. I was like, actually, I really do, because it knew from the beginning and through the end, it was a solid stick, and it was giving you exactly what you wanted. I feel like it is a very solid stick. It's got not a deep flavor, but a solid flavor. You know, like it's tasty all the way through. It's a little sweet, which I enjoy as well, just like when we did with the Outcast. I mean, the Outcast was more chocolatey and sweet and such, but like it is still a cigar. You know, like it wasn't like a fragrance cigar. You know, it just had that thing. You know, and in this case, that sweet taste was just the hint. So all in all, I highly recommend this cigar to anybody that wants just a good solid stick that they can smoke in any given moment. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I do feel like 3 powder approved, and I do feel like if one was put in front of me again, I would snatch it out of that fucking hand. Like, absolutely.
That's mine, bitch.
That's mine, motherfucker.
Nice. All right, how about you, Zach?
The Wahoo has been pretty consistently awesome. It didn't change much in flavor, just the flavors intensified a little bit and melded together in a really pleasant way. The small construction issue of it unwrapping a little bit on the wrapper hasn't been a big issue. If I was fishing, it might be harder to deal with, because dealing with the rod and reel. But it tastes great, and I'm looking forward to having another one if I can. And I'm gonna give it a 4.8. So leaf cutter approved.
Cutter approved. I love it. I really enjoyed that cigar too.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. So on that note, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Please check us out on our socials. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Thread. So, anywhere you pretty much go to socials, we're there. So please check us out. Talk to us. We like the interaction. We pretty much talk to everybody that interacts with us. So if you have a question, you want to talk to us, feel free, reach out. And on that note, we're going to say good night.
Good night.
So thank God I can put this down.
Hey, I got a question.
Shoot.
Why is it my cigars go out so fast?
What's in your humidor?
Cigars, man. What kind of question is that?
Shut up, nutsack.
Well, yeah, cigars and a couple of those humidor thingies that came with it.
So no Boveda packs?
What the hell is that?
Sweet Christmas. God. Gibs, I thought you'd set them up.
One more outburst like that and you're getting kicked from this session. Boveda packs are humidification control packs that are small. They don't take up much space in your humidor, and they keep your cigars fresh and in a great place for smoking.
Well, that's good to know.
And no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Not today, Hasbro.